Hey people, it is Saturday, April the 26th. Currently 5:06 in the afternoon and a chilly, cold and blustery feeling 9 degrees. Got some unseasonably cold weather here near the end of April. The wind is gusting pretty strongly at times and it feels extremely cold. I think the wind chill is probably closer to 3 degrees or something like that. I am on Skydome Avenue at the corner of Richmond Street, and we're going to head south. Today's a big concert day here in the city. The band Metallica is playing a show at the Skydome this evening. This is actually their second show. They played their first show 2 nights ago. And tonight is their final show here in Toronto on their current tour. Toronto is the only Canadian stop on their tour, actually. So 2 sold out shows at the Skydome. But there's something taking place. I'll wait till that stupid loud motorcycle gets out of earshot. There's something happening at The Well, which is the shopping center just to the south of here at Spadina and Front Street. There's a Metallica pop-up shop inside The Well that was just opened up on the occasion of their stay here in the city. And I think today's the last day for the pop-up shop, so I thought I'd take a walk to The Well and we'll go inside and we'll check out that Metallica pop-up shop. I think there's a lineup and that sort of thing, so I don't think I'll be going inside the shop, but we'll check it out from, from the hallway of the mall and maybe check out how big the line is, if there is a line. And then after that, I'm going to walk to the Skydome and we'll do a little walk around. Of course, it's a bit early now. The concert doesn't get underway until after 6 o'clock or something, so we won't be hearing any Metallica sounds coming from the Skydome, but we might see some concert goers congregating around and getting ready for the show. I've already seen some just walking around downtown today wearing their Metallica t-shirts, looking like they're freezing to death because, as I mentioned, it's not really t-shirt weather here today. And you can see with the winds, all this debris has been blowing all over the place here. Not sure where it all originated from, but it's scattered all over the place now. It's crossing Adelaide Street. So it's a Metallica themed video today. I'm somewhat of a fan of Metallica, not a big fan. I've never seen them live before, and I thought about maybe going to this concert here in Toronto, but I guess I didn't make my move fast enough, so it was sold out before I even had a chance to really make up my mind. But, I've been a casual fan of them at least since the 90s, the early 90s. Some might say that's when they sold out. I wasn't really a fan of them in their legit thrash years, but oh well. I think I first heard of them in the 80s, though, in that time period. And I think there's also a big Leafs game today. Lots of Leafs jerseys walking around the city. So the Well is right up ahead at that very tall office tower you can see. There's a shopping mall at the base of that tower. crossing King Street. And for those who couldn't get tickets to the actual Metallica show, I think they also brought in a tribute band that will be playing at one of the live music venues on Queen Street, one of the small live music venues. Can fit maybe a few hundred people. So you can always check out their tribute band instead of the real thing. I'm sure that's probably going to be a full house too, and probably sold out by now. The Skydome seats, I think, around 50,000 people for concerts, so 2 sold-out shows. It's definitely a lot of people in the city to attend these concerts.
Yeah, really, I don't know. If they played anywhere smaller, they have to do the 4 shows.
There's Clarence Square Park.
Satisfied.
See if I can get across here before this light turns. 3, 2, 1. Of course, there's always cars blocking the intersections in Toronto.
It's a little big for I think, given his...
I don't know why anyone bothers to drive downtown, to be honest. It's always gridlock. You never get anywhere fast if that's what you're trying to do. You're just not going to have a good time 99% of the time. All right, now there are different ways to enter the mall. You can enter it at the main entrance at Front and Spadina, but maybe I'll exit the mall there and we'll enter it over here from the Wellington Street side. Have this very cold wind blowing in my face. Feels like winter again. We'll get some shelter in the mall. It's not a fully enclosed mall. It's kind of an open to the air mall. But it does have walls and ceilings in some areas, so you're sort of enclosed, but you still feel like you're outside. But maybe the wind won't have anywhere to go. The patios are springing up here, although no one is sitting in the patio today. Why would they want to? Tomorrow, though, is expected to be way, way nicer. Around 18 degrees and sunny. A proper late April day. This part of Wellington Street is very nice now with all the improvements, mostly spurred by this development here. Sir Elton John will eventually call that home, that new development you see rising there. I'm sure one of many residences he has all over the world, but for some reason he decided to buy a penthouse in that one. right, so here's the Wellington Street entrance to the well. Entering the well from Wellington. I don't know where exactly this shop is. I guess we'll just wander around until we come upon it. As you can see, we are protected from the elements somewhat here. You can still feel the wind though in this section. This just opened last year. It still hasn't sort of completely come to its final form yet. I think they're still trying to fill some of the vacant spaces. But it's definitely a lot busier now than it was, 6 months ago even. Took a while for some people to even know this was here, I think.
Are you hungry? Did you eat?
There are 3 levels. What is this line? Is this for the... There it is. I was just going to say, is this for the Metallica shop? And it is. Look at that. Look at this line, though. That is crazy. All right, let me go down to that level over here. Sometimes it can be a bit of a journey to find a proper staircase or escalator going from one level to the other. As soon as you step out here, the wind just smacks you in the face. So even if I did want to go inside and check it out, I'd be having to wait an awfully long time. I think this closes at 7 p.m. tonight. The mall in general, though, stays open until 9 p.m. Sort of see inside there, it's rammed. Absolutely rammed in there. I wonder if any of the band members stopped by. I think James Hetfield was seen at a Leafs game the other night. So they are just spending time in the city, taking things in, both before and between their shows. So the 2 levels above this one. They should be playing some Metallica mall music in here instead of whatever this is. Although no doubt that would get me a copyright claim. Metallica is sort of known for being very strict about the use of their music. I think everyone might remember the Napster situation back in the day. So wow, quite the lineup. So that was the Metallica pop-up shop. So let's head to the Dome. I'm not sure how many people might be hanging around there now, but I guess we'll find out. Try to get away from this music as fast as I can. So we'll be exiting here at the main entrance/exit.
I can carry it in with me.
And back to Spadina Avenue. I wonder if I should cross and go up the other side. Maybe I will. But then again, this light turned first, so I guess I'll go this way first. Metallica fan right in front of us. A couple of them. See, you can't cross from this corner. There's no crosswalk here, which they're just figuring out now. Now they're going back to the other side again. So if you want to cross, you have to cross from that side over there. Otherwise, you're stuck on this side. We got a combination of Leafs jerseys and Metallica t-shirts here today. And you can see the dome right over there at the base of the CN Tower. And delivery cyclists going the wrong way on the sidewalk. Nothing to see here. Just typical Toronto stuff. All right, we'll walk along Bremner Boulevard to take us to the Skydome. Both those guys behind me have very booming voices that put some distance between you. Otherwise, you just keep hearing everything they're saying. Let's look into the City Place neighborhood along Fort York Boulevard.
I leaned on the car, like, I was like, go home. I know you want to help me, but go home. I was like, I didn't want to fall, but I just want to go. Because I woke up and they just got into Brennan's shop to take the trailer and go. Folks like, you can go over and help me. I said, yeah, I took that. I'm going to try to help him this week, besides not work.
Really ridiculous traffic here all the time.
Grab a stool, make sure I can sit down before I can start walking again.
It's worth their first time driving in the city.
What?
It's worth their first day in the city.
This is actually a big fine now.
Should be.
They blocking the intersection like $200 fine now.
Talking about these cars blocking the box. Major fines for that now. It's kind of funny sometimes when I overhear bits of conversation, simply because it's happening right beside me. You can figure out in just a minute or so that someone is from out of town, what they're here for, how they got here, and the fact that they don't normally walk around so much. That's a thing that a lot of visitors to the city tend to mention, is they walked more during their visit to Toronto than they've walked in years, because that's what you do when you're in downtown Toronto. You walk around. Otherwise, you're one of these chumps here just sitting in traffic. People will say their feet hadn't been that sore, or whatever the case may be, since they were a kid. That's one of the reasons why I love Toronto. It's a walking city. I'm a walking guy. Looks like they have the street partially blocked off here. They usually do that sort of thing for big events at the Dome. Usually like baseball games or something, but I guess concerts as well. I think they did that during the Taylor Swift shows last fall. If you thought Metallica filling up the Dome for 2 nights was impressive, well, Taylor Swift did that for, I think, 6 nights. Alright, here's a clutch of Metallica fans. Actually, maybe I'll keep going down. We'll cross at another point. wonder if we'll hear some Metallica music over here. All right, we'll cross right here, and I'll do a little walk around. We'll see what there is to see. Sounds more like Soundgarden or something coming from St. Louis wings there. There, now I can hear some Metallica. Try not to get their music in this video too much, as it will not stay in the video if that's the case. It'll be taken out or replaced. Or have to put another song over top of it to block it out. I guess I came at a good time. Lots of people are just arriving now. Getting ready for the big shoe. Ready for the big shoe. It's always interesting to see the breakdown of men versus women at these concerts. The Taylor Swift shows, for some reason that it's hard to say. I noticed we're like 95+% women. And this is definitely more mixed, but obviously it's still heavily skewed towards men, I would say.
Oh, I don't know. Mine didn't work.
Definitely no shortage of women who are Metallica fans. Probably like 70% men, though, I would say, if not more. Megan is a Metallica fan. She wasn't when I met her, but she became one while we were dating. I might have had something to do with that.
No, I went for 3.
I heard, though, that the sound quality was pretty abysmal at their show 2 nights ago. That's a complaint about the Skydome oftentimes when they have these sorts of big concerts. I think it depends on what type of music is being played sometimes, whether or not the dome is open or closed also. But apparently a metal show like this and the Skydome don't really mesh together very well in terms of sound quality. I'm not sure if it would have been better if they played at the Scotiabank Arena. They would have had to play probably 4 shows there, though, or 5 even, to sell the same amount of tickets. It has a much smaller capacity than the Skydome. I think Scotiabank Arena has about 19,000 capacity.
I'll get too fucked up. I'm telling you. I will not screw you around. Okay, I know you said it's glitter, all right.
How many Metallica t-shirts can we spot in one video?
Elevators are open.
Scott was talking all day.
Open the floodgates. This guy's selling Leafs tickets, not Metallica tickets.
Anyone selling tickets? Anyone need tickets?
Or maybe he is selling Metallica tickets. He said need. I thought he said Leafs, but he was saying anyone need tickets. So, if you really want to get a Metallica ticket, I guess you still can. Hey, look who I spotted. Peter Parkour. And that's definitely not thrash metal. Still cool though.
I'll give you that one.
Oh, got more music. Not Metallica though, but I'll talk over it anyway. I think this is Wheatus, Teenage Dirtbag. I think they were like a one-hit wonder. I'll take us down to Front Street. To negotiate these Leafs fans and Metallica fans.
What are we doing?
I'm sure some people are both. Probably lots of people are both, actually. All right, back down to Front Street. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. We did our little check-in on the Metallica pop-up shop inside the well. Enormous lineup to get into that place, and then more enormous crowds here pouring into the Skydome for tonight's Metallica show. Took a walk around the dome. So leave a comment down below if you enjoyed, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And also be sure to hit that notification bell, that way you won't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal as well as via my merch store. Or you can also support the channel by becoming a channel member or by sending a super thanks if you prefer. And you can find me on Instagram also under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and thanks to all the channel members, and thanks to Metallica and all the Metallica fans. And be sure to keep checking back, because as always, I will continue to rock.